What's going on, Broncos country? Welcome into the Broncos Breakdown. It is mailbag time here on today's show. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and we've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. First, I like to keep things a little light on the show if you haven't watched before. So what's your favorite beer? Mine's Coors, and I've got bad news. We're out of Coors at the office, so I had to go with this trash. I'm not a huge fan of Miller. I probably would rank him Coors, then Bud, then Miller. But what's your favorite beer of that bunch right there? Or you can be the guy like producer Sam, like, I like an IPA. So let me know what your favorite one is down below in the comments section. First question on today's show. Tyrone, is there a corner worth trading up to get in the draft? The Broncos need depth. Tyrone, thank you so much for the question. Appreciate all of my subscribers. Let's first look at the Broncos draft picks to talk about trading up, because you got to know what ammunition you have. Denver's got a second. They've got a early third and a late third. And it's important to denote where they are in the rounds, because teams, they care about that. There's a huge difference between pick 11 in the third round and the last pick in the third round. Personally, Tyrone, I don't think you trade up for depth. And Denver sure maybe needs a corner, but they need to give up assets to go get a corner. You don't trade up for depth. You trade up for starters. So if Denver saw someone that could start, yeah, then you go get him. If they're like, this guy's slipping, and we think he can be a day one starter, let's go get him right now. But if you're like, you know what, we sure could use a fourth corner, yeah, you could. I'm not going to disagree with that. Denver needs help, some depth in their secondary, but don't give up more assets to do that just to get a backup. Appreciate the question, though, Tyrone. Sam coming in with the next question. Sam says good name, Sam. Do y'all think that the Broncos could maybe trade up closer past the 32 pick, maybe top 15? I think Bradley Chubb is worth at least 15 to 20 pick. Sam, I got bad news for you, dude. One, you said it, not me. I have been torched when I have talked about trading Bradley Chubb. I also have said about trading Bradley Chubb, so I won't put all the blame on you. But Bradley Chubb's not going to get you a top 16 pick. Right? He's not going to move the needle to get you into round one, early round one, like top half of round one. Maybe the end of round one. But teams are going to look at Bradley Chubb and go, okay, he's played 4 seasons, and he's been hurt 3 of those 4 seasons, including last season. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that for an early round one pick. I do think this could happen, though. This is a trade idea I proposed before, and I'll bring it back again. What about this one? The Broncos get the Ravens' second-round pick. So Denver goes from 32 in round 2 to 13. They also pick up a future 6, because GMs love to do that. They love to throw day 3 picks in for no reason. The Ravens get Bradley Chubb because Baltimore, they blitz more than anyone. So they'll take more edge rushers. They'll find a home for Chubb. A third-round pick of Denver's and a fourth-round pick in the future. So Denver still has 2 second-round picks now. They do give up their third and a future fourth and Bradley Chubb. Speaking of Bradley Chubb, what's your confidence level on him? I'm not trying to rag on the guy because I want to see him work out. I want to see him get another contract in Denver, but I also need to be a little bit more realistic of, is that rookie season the best we're going to see out of him when he was healthy and he had Von Miller on the other side of the offensive line, on the defensive line, and Von was, in his peak-ish? Scale for me, 1 to 100, how confident, 1 being not confident, 100 being, I'm Bradley Chubb, and I'm confident myself. Elon Volk coming in with the next question. First off, Elon, I had a coworker at my last job named Elon. I never thought I would meet another Elon again, and here you are. Do you think Hamler will have a breakout year since he is a deep threat and Wilson and Lockett's connection was so good in Seattle, especially on deep balls? Elon, that's a good question. A kind of a similar question, though, also from Storm Chasing 7, so I'm not going to leave you hanging, Elon. But do you think Javonte Williams will be a breakout, be a beast again next year, or will he hit a sophomore slump? So let's start things off by asking, which of these two guys do you think has a bigger breakout season? Is it Hamler in year 3 or Williams in year 2? It kind of feels like year 2 for both of them because Hamler tore his ACL in week 3 back in 2021. But put the initials of which guy you think has a bigger breakout season. Let's first start by looking at Javonte Williams' stats. As a rookie, nearly 1,000-yard rusher, 4 touchdowns, 40. It hit a lot of good things on the ground. He was a bowling ball. And as for KJ Hamler, his career stats, not high because we haven't seen a ton of them. Like the second-round pick out of Penn State didn't get a ton of volume. He also didn't have a ton of good quarterbacks his rookie season. And then last year he tore his ACL. So I think Hamler, I think Elon, you're right. He could have that deep threat connection. I just worry about how much playing time is he going to get. You've got Sutton, Judy, and Patrick above him. It's just, I don't know how much football there is to go around. So if I had to pick a breakout between these two guys, cop out here, I think it's Williams. Because Williams is going to get a lot more touches than KJ Hamler, right? Then that's just unfortunate that KJ Hamler, second-round pick, I don't want to say doom right now, but it's just like, where's he going to break through, right? How's he going to push through with 3 receivers ahead of him? One's a first-round pick, 2 got extended last year. I hope he finds a way to be that Tyler Lockett, because that's a great comp, Elon, but I just don't know if he'll get that chance, right? That's my concern right now with KJ. If you want to be on a future mailbag show and you're watching the show for the first time, or you've watched before and you're like, 50-50 on subscribing, I don't know, it's a lot of effort to press one button. Well, all you got to do is subscribe. That way you stay in the know on everything, and you can be a part of the show because there's a ton of great content out there for Broncos. But I don't know anyone that gets the audience more engaged than we do here at Chat Sports. It's why I love my job so much, because I get to interact with everyone that watches the show. So I don't know what you're waiting for if you haven't subbed yet. DeAndre Smith coming in with the next question. Hey, Broncos, please sign Tyrann Mathieu. Yeah, I agree. But it's not going to happen now after signing Kareem Jackson, right? And maybe when you're watching this, Matthew's already been signed somewhere. Hard to say. Free agency is so fluid. But I don't think it's going to happen after K-Jack signed. But if you want to bring Mathieu, I won't stop you. Type me down below if you want to see the Honey Badger come to Denver. Let me know what you think down below. Next question, Chino Del Ciano. Sign Ndamukong Suh. So, it's funny you say this. Our Bears guy just walked in the studio, and I was talking to him about Ndamukong Suh. Do you know that he has only missed 2 games in his entire career? And I probably should have looked it up before the show started. I think it was when he got suspended after, curb stomping the guy on Thanksgiving, right? Back in, 2011? Producer Sam's working on the fly because I didn't do my own homework before my own show. But, I guess Ndamukong Suh could be a nice signing. You traded away Shelby Harris, so you're looking for a little bit of depth there at that defensive line spot. You also signed DJ Jones. You got Mike Purcell. Do you really need another nose tackle? Probably not. Now, if he wants to come for cheap because he's like, I want to go see the first Chipotle, and that's in Denver, so why not work there too? Sure. I guess that works for me. 6 sacks in 2021. He's been sneaky productive lately. But, so, pencil me in as I'm open to the idea of signing him just because it's fun and it's Madden, So, I don't see a huge need for a defensive tackle. Sam, do we get a resolution, we think, on that one? Do you want to join the show?
Why not? I think so. I think it was 2 games for that stomp in 2011.
And that's the only time he's ever missed a game.
Yep.
That's incredible.
And I'm trying to find the player's name. I finally found it. Can you guess it?
Do I know the guy?
Evan Dietrich Smith.
I was never going to guess that in a million years. So
shout out to the Broncos fans.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. So that's just kind of impressive. The guy's been in the league since 2010, and he's never missed a game because of injury. Just his own wrongdoings. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Hope you guys stuck around. Appreciate all of you that watched and made a part of your weekend, a part of your day. Make sure you subscribe. That way you never miss a single Broncos video. And we'll catch up with you later with more Broncos news and rumors.